Donald Peter Richard Gregory.
Alan Dale Fincher.
That little pause is for any alumni, businesses out there, no matter what, offering you the time to have sponsorships for these conversations. So, I don't know, sandwich shops, soft drinks, burgers, it doesn't matter. Give us a call. Call Megan Harden and see if you want to contribute by being a sponsor for the Greg's Conversations. And real honor for me today to be with Alan Dale Fincher. And before we start talking, I think we can do this. I want to show this photograph to everybody.
Look at that full head of hair.
To show you exactly what can happen in life.
Just focus on the full head of hair.
I believe this was, you tell me, Finchy, I can't remember. But that was one of our first banquets in the upstairs of the Robertson Center when Finchy was the assistant coach here. I don't know who the guy is on the left.
December the 8th, 1998.
December 8th, 1998. So there you have it. So, and Finchy, the whole time he was here at Southwestern, SU grad, former captain, former assistant coach, fussed all the time that I didn't get him good gear. So this is officially on the record. Yes. Here, take your shirt.
Not only will I take it, I will don it. No pun intended. Look at this.
Fits and everything. Look at that. Rock that shirt, Spinach.
I'll color it out.
Yeah, there we go. So you all know too, if I refer to Alan Dale Fincher as Spinach, that was the nickname that stuck and it still continues to stick. So, but well, Finchy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I walked in today. I come about probably once every 6-8 months. I walked in, and a staff member who will remain nameless to protect his or her anonymity said, "Oh my God, Finchy, and you're wearing pants." And that's how rumors start, right? Because I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's kind of
I
dangerous.
always wear pants.
Right.
I've always worn pants.
Fair
And
enough.
she said, "You're wearing nice pants."
Yeah.
And that was, but is there an idea that I walked around campus?
We have a bomb.
Photo bomb. I wore pants. I wore pants the whole time I was here.
I
95 to 98.
Of all the things I could tell you, if I hadn't seen you well, of all the things I could tell you, that would probably be one of the first things that popped into my head.
I wear pants.
Yeah, well, I guess continue it, Finchy.
I'm doing it right now.
Is this like the new Alan Dale Fincher or something?
Wearing pants every day.
That's good. And explain to the massive global viewing audience what it is you do every day.
Every day, I work for a big youth soccer club, and people want to know, like, what do you do? What are the details? Get in the weeds. I make sure that porta potties have toilet paper in them.
That's
because
good. That's huge.
Those are the complaints that come to me if we get that wrong.
And
But
it's always the little things, isn't it?
tongue in cheek, I'm the executive director of business for Lone Star Soccer Club, big youth nonprofit soccer club, and just try to help kids play soccer as long as they want to play soccer at any level they want to play.
With the incredible organization over there, all the good, we kick out a shout to all the guys. Tommy, not to you, everybody else okay, but fair enough. And Tommy will obviously let me hear about that. But
Sure.
yeah, so graduated in 99.
No. So I was a 99 grad, but I graduated a semester early, so got out
Yes.
days after that photo was taken. And then, so December 98, and then I moved. I bailed. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, and packed a bag and moved to southern Mexico for a year.
Yep.
And just kind of hid away and learned Spanish,
And here you are.
and here I am.
And I don't know if the viewing audience knows it, but my dear bride of 31 years is Finchy's second call on Mother's Day. Finchy calls his mom, obviously out of duty, and then the second call comes to Becky Gregory because after you came back from Mexico, where is it you kind of hung out for a while, Finchy?
So I tried to hang out and do my own thing in an apartment, and just didn't really work out with some of my housemates. And I needed to let them have some space. So
Sure.
I grabbed a room at your house.
And wasn't that something, though?
It was the greatest 6 months of you and your wife's life, having me hang out there.
And one of the coolest pictures we have at the house is there's Sean, there's Frog, there's Sanka. We're all in the living room, you know, because we're kind of a floor people. We do everything's on the floor. We sit there and watch TV, eat dinner, color with the kids or something. So there's Finchy. I don't know if they can get that on camera. Can we get that on
I thought we were
camera?
going on the floor.
Finchy was just going on the floor. So, but at any rate, it's an awesome picture, and we look at it every now and then and go, man, those were the days, and they're still the days, Finchy. So. I think that's the great Brielle Adolph, is that
Yeah,
right?
it looks like she's 9 minutes late for class, by the way.
And trying to say, I'm actually on time.
There you
So,
go.
yeah. So you talk about your education at Southwestern, though, Finchy, and how this place transformed your life and everything. And
So I was 18 and I knew everything, right? I knew it was going to happen. So I came into campus on August the 18th of 1995, had my first and only car crash on August 17th of 1995
okay,
in Greenville, Texas. Ran a red light that had been there the whole time I'd lived there.
and got T-boned, or
I
somebody.
brought a T-boning onto myself.
Fair enough.
I earned a T-bone. But yeah, so came in and I was going to be an accounting major. My dad was an accountant, and I was going to come in, accounting major, done, dusted, and it took 3 classes. Dr. Delaney.
The great John
I
Delaney.
walked in, I said, Dr. Delaney, I need you to sign this drop card. He said, I will not do that. You got to go to at least 4 classes. I said, okay, I'll see you on Monday. So on Monday, sat through the class, said, Dr. Delaney, I appreciate it. I've done my 4, done my duty. Please sign this. So he signed it. I going back to router 100. I picked the phone up, called my dad. My dad said, hey son, how are you? I said, I'm good, I'm good. Hey, I just want to let you know that I just dropped accounting 1. At which point he said, well son, you're going to have a hard time being an accountant without accounting 1. So well, I think that's probably what I'm telling you. I don't think I'm going to be an accountant. He said, son, I don't think you're going to be an accountant either, but I'm so glad that it took you a week and a half to do it.
Awesome.
So went undecided for a long time, ended up going to Canice with a minor in Spanish, and the rest is history.
There we are, and here you sit today. So, if I may kick out a shout, the great Dr. John Delaney. I'm sure one of the things you massively missed, though, was sitting in class at the beginning, and John Delaney would walk in, as only John Delaney can, and saying, "It's another beautiful day in Georgetown, Texas."
That's what he said.
And there are guys that told me that they intentionally went to class early just so they could hear that. They were fearful of being tardy because they did not want to miss that opening. So all the professors out there, if you think you got to impose these hard and fast tardy rules, you don't have to. Do something at the beginning. The kids will go, I can't miss that, man.
I don't want to miss it.
I don't want to miss another beautiful day in Georgetown, Texas. Even if it's frigid and cold and rainy and whatever else. So,
is he still here, Dr. Delaney?
I think he's on part-time. He did the early retirement thing.
Sweet.
And still comes back to teach, see him every now and then, and he's still just the incredible John Delaney.
There's no doubt.
That's very cool. So, yeah. So, tell everybody about your playing career here at Southwestern.
My playing career. First college game I ever played in was at neutral site, Trinity. A little freshman full of piss and vinegar, and I got ejected in the 62nd minute.
Deserved?
Well deserved. Well deserved. It's one of those where I knew what I was doing. It was a tactic to cheat, and that.
Finchy was known to go cleats up.
Something like that. So yeah, 62nd minute, and we played on it. We played a Saturday, Sunday back to back, and it was, as you can imagine, like Labor Day weekend in San Antonio, so pretty steamy. And the coach at the time was Eric Wagner, who's now at Swarthmore.
Hey!
And he came off, and the next day he had me wear the slacks with the button up and the tie and the jacket on the bench, like 107 degrees. It was brutal.
But maybe did that inspire you to wear long pants?
I woke up this morning.
20 years later?
I thought to myself, I'm gonna go. I'm going to Southwestern. I need to put on some pants, some slacks.
All because of that day.
All because of the day.
Yeah. So if I may tell you though, because I knew obviously coming in, you and Adam Smithers, if I remember correctly, were the captains when I first came in '98.
Correct.
98, Finchy.
A long time ago.
And all I remember, one of the things I remember is, man, I have no idea what I'm doing. Not saying I do today. I'm sitting in the Commons one day, and it used to be the circular Commons, and I see some kids smoking outside. So I jump up and I run, and I was like, hey, you guys can't smoke. And they're looking at me like, and I went, oh yeah, this is college.
Yeah, it's in high school.
Because I always taught high school. Man. So I walk back into the Commons. Here's this guy and another guy named Adam Smithers, and they're sitting there, and this guy goes and gets a salad bowl of Caesar salad. Gets a plate.
Come on.
Right. All right. Gets another plate, puts it on top. So
now,
again,
hold on. You're
no, let me tell the story. I'll get this right. Okay, well, you can correct it. But at any rate, it's this. Fake news. So in it, he's doing this. So here I am. I just yelled at some students outside for smoking. Here's Smithers. Hey, man, I don't know what we're doing. Hey, man.
So you got that right.
And Finchy's doing this. I'm going, what am I doing with my life? All right, so correct me as you have 87 million times. Do it once again, Al.
So
correct me on camera.
Everything was spot on. Except, so 2 plates. You get the Caesar salad because it wasn't Caesar salad.
Right,
it was just lettuce.
Yeah.
So then you get a little like a little thing. What's it called?
Yeah, the salad dressing.
Not a little bowl.
The little bowl.
What's a bowl? Ramekin.
Croutons.
Ramekin.
Ramekin.
It was a ramekin. So it was a ramekin, Caesar salad dressing.
Elizabeth Swan liked that one, by the
And
way.
then what you do is you would get a knife, and you would paint.
No, this literally happened. This would literally
It happened every
numerous
It
times.
happened every meal.
And Finchie is so like it was like machine-like. It was like the spread had to be just right.
Why would
the
you-
croutons had to be just
If you're
right.
going to make a salad, why would you make
I'm just saying it was
B-rate
awesome.
salad?
I would sit there like I wouldn't eat. I lost like 20 pounds because I would just watch you make your Caesar salad.
Paint? You would paint a even coating of Caesar salad dressing onto a plate. So now you've got painted plate, and you've got plate of lettuce.
Megan, this is
Now
true
you
story.
put the plate on top, cap it, hold it tight,
Make sure that the fit is good.
and then you shake it, and that gets a perfect coating of Caesar salad dressing on your lettuce.
And you would absolutely crush that Caesar
And then
salad.
you flip it, pop it, double it up,
Bam.
get to town.
Good to go. And
You
Smithers
know.
would be over there, hey man, I'm just getting my grilled cheese, man. That's all I'm going to do.
Coke float.
Coke float.
That's what he would get.
No, it was the trifecta. You had the trifecta.
I had the
also.
trifecta.
That's
You
right.
do the Coke float.
Explain to everybody what the trifecta was.
Oh man, it's been years. I mean, trifecta was chocolate milk, chocolate ice cream, chocolate syrup.
And bam.
Boom.
And then-
Trifecta.
Ugh, make Finchie the man he is. Okay, now, one of the things that I was definitely going to do today is Finchie always corrected me, okay, every single day, except at practice. All right, so this is another example of Finchie correcting. So when I first came to Southwestern, having taught high school in the Houston area for 19 years, my family stayed at home. So when I would go home on weekends, my sons, Sean and Frog, would make these little signs.
Oh, yeah.
So I bring it in, I'm like, oh man, I miss my boys, I miss the bride, So I put this on the wall. So Finchie one day comes up and goes, what's wrong with your kids? I'm like, Finchie, what are you talking about? And I think Frog was like second grade or something or whatever. He goes, what's wrong with your children? And I was like, what are you talking about? That's precious. They can't spell. So
It's
pirates,
pirates.
P-R-I-I-T-E-S.
That's not.
And then rule is like the R is all kind of messed up. So what kind of gutless, heartless human being were you to come up and criticize
About
Frog's
standards.
drawing?
It's about standards. You know, like, so I just wish we recently got a puppy.
Ah, cool. You
One
told me
puppy,
that. Yeah.
So if we let the puppy on the couch, the puppy's going to have things. Dogs don't get on the couch. So what do you do when the dog gets on the couch? First time he does it,
Either.
you remove it.
Yeah.
You correct.
No.
Correct. 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 Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Correct.
We only have so
Eventually-
much tape, Finch.
Eventually, do you understand what the dog will get it right? Did you correct your son?
No.
To this day, I bet he misspells pirate.
Well, good
We
for
could call
him.
him right now.
Spell it as you want to spell it, Sean and Frog. That's okay.
We could call Frog. He'd be like,
Hey man.
"My dad
Hey,
works
man.
for Southwestern Pirates." You know, like, what's a pirate?
Pirates. P-I-R-I-T-E-S.
Pirates.
With no E. Pirates. I think it's awesome.
I just don't think there was any correction there. I think you had an opportunity to teach, and you and Becky really, really dropped the ball.
Well, I would imagine, because Frog and Sean, I imagine, will watch this, and you can imagine what their reaction's going to be. And they can handle it how they want to handle it. If they want to call you up and say, come on, Finch, that's heartless.
You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, that's coming from a guy who eats raw chicken, right? That's exactly what they're going to say. The one time I was at the house, and I had some skinless, that was the key, it was a skinless chicken breast, and they were raw, and I didn't put any pepper on it, I didn't put any seasoning, I just put salt and just put them in the oven. So of course, what does chicken that doesn't have skin on it turn out? It's the color of this right here.
Yeah.
So that's all, they saw white chicken and they were convinced.
And they let you have it. They let you have it.
were certain that I had salmonella.
And I would imagine if, we already did it on tape, but you will be hearing about the feeble effort to make chicken for the family.
Oh, for sure.
And I think we called in pizza or something. I don't remember what happened, but we did not eat that chicken.
Well, Ken wrote me a note warning me that I had salmonella, but I didn't know what it said because they misspelled salmonella. I didn't know.
Probably.
I didn't understand
Did you know what it said though?
I didn't. So then they told
You
me,
couldn't sound
and
it
then I
out?
corrected them
Okay, fair enough.
because there's an opportunity to teach.
So if Frog can spell salmonella but can't spell pirates, is that okay?
Is that okay? I don't think that's okay.
Okay.
That's not okay.
That might not be a great question.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, some of the amazing things you do still amaze me to this day. Like one day the phone rang and Finch goes, "Greg's, it's Finch," and he's driving down I-35 and he's like narrating. "Oh my gosh, lady, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, what's that truck doing? Hey, behind me, get off my, all that stuff. So he goes, Don, I got to call you. Greg, I got to ask you. And he always called me Stroachy, what was it?
Troachy Floach.
Troachy Floach. I was Troachy Floach, he's Spinach. Okay, Pie still calls me that, by the way. The great Jason Chapman.
For sure.
Still get Troach. Okay, so he asked, okay, I just saw a truck, and that straight thing that goes from the engine to the back that makes the wheels go, it was on the ground. I said, yeah. I said, what's that called? Differential. That's a differential? It's a differential. Okay, thanks. Click, hang up. And I was like, where does that come from?
Well, it was before Google. Right?
Okay.
And so, and you should never, you shouldn't peruse the internet while driving anyway.
That's a good call.
So I'm sure I was voice dialing you. I probably said, call Floachy Troachy. It just called you, and so you were a resource.
Well, I'm glad I got it right, though, because it had been something I knew absolutely nothing about. Like Spanish, if you asked me a Spanish word, I would be like, you might have swerved into some of those people in the lane.
I do believe it might have been referred to as the drive shaft, actually.
Okay, drive shaft or differential?
I think it's the drive shaft.
Well, I can't remember. As you remind me constantly, I'm old, I'm slow, I'm feeble.
If this makes its way to a commentable site, whether it be YouTube or if people can comment, they will correct you if you were wrong.
Okay, so as you comment, also think about contributing to these great conversations.
A mechanic.
And we could have a mechanic. Kevin's Autos up in Georgetown, Texas. We could have a little, either a drive shaft or a differential.
Yeah.
Like we'll bring it in and we'll prop it up on Elizabeth Swan's window, right next to the Pirate. And yeah, man, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
That'd be sweet. Okay, so another way, world according to Fincher. When you come back every alumni game, we'll put in a plug for the alumni game.
Oh, sweet.
You have, I believe it's 3 goals. Every year you have 3 goals.
Oh, man.
Do you remember what those are?
It's definitely not to get injured.
Okay.
Absolutely that. I'm way too old to be doing that stuff. Oh, man.
You want me to help you?
Please.
1 run.
Oh, yeah.
1 tackle.
Best I can.
And 1 40-yard driven ball.
That's it.
And then so once those 3 things happen, Finchie goes...
Normally it's less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 years ago, it was a point of contention with a couple of the younger players. They were asking for my help. Get on the field, sir. Sir, can you get on the field? I said, guys, when I walked up, I said I was going to enter this contest with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Tackle, 1 run, 40-yard ball.
Well, 7 minutes from halftime, they're like, sir, pardon me, sir, could you get on? And I said, I don't think you guys understood what I said.
What I said.
That clock right there reads 7:02. It's not 5. When I got on, just
that was it.
Whacked the ball that way.
Check.
Ran in behind.
Check.
We got dispossessed. Chased in 2 feet. Just and then I think actually I walked off. It was like 2 minutes to go. It was an unbelievable 3 minutes.
It was awesome though.
And the next day I felt horrible. Back, hamstrings.
Everything.
It was really
Did the
bad.
beard hurt too?
Sore.
Got to throw the beard in.
The beard was sore.
Yeah. Okay, so that being said, take us back to the home game at Sewanee when we used to play down on Maple.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a tremendous player. And now Matt
Very
Kern,
good.
the Sewanee coach, is now coaching, mentoring my son up at Hendricks. So Matt, shout out to you. But there was a guy they had, Scott Palanches, who was one of the best players in the conference.
Player.
And Finchie was in the back with Smithers. Man, it's like a nice day to play, man. So,
Best
so
man at my
anyway,
wedding, by the way.
I'm sorry?
Best man at my wedding.
That's
I'm
true.
sure.
Yeah, it's very cool. That's very cool. We were there.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. You went when it was Kiss the Bride.
Gotta make let's seal the deal.
That was awesome. Okay, so anyway, kickoff. You went right up to Scott Palanches, and I don't know if you actually touched his, but you told him how.
In fairness, it was the back of my hand.
Okay.
I went like this.
So explain to everybody what you told Scott Palanches when you were marking him.
He was
Tremendous player.
Hell of a player. Equally as handsome. I'm not gonna lie.
He was a good-looking guy.
It's back in the days with the long
shag,
hair
shag,
and you tie it back.
Yep.
And
Nisselrooy, it kind of had the.
So clean shaven. It was just so smooth. And so I just about 27 seconds into the match, I realized that his face is just so soft and so smooth.
The game is going on, by the way.
And he was a good player.
Great player.
So I just let him know, hey man, so soft, so smooth. And he was like, what? I said, you're really clean shaven. You're really soft and really smooth. And it seemed to stick. And I must have said that to him 400 times if I said it once.
And the more you said it, the more. How did Scott
I
react?
was becoming relatively irate. And it was just a simple comment.
Yeah, but it must have worked because remember, Greg. Now, picture as a coach too. How do you handle that as a coach?
It wasn't vulgar.
I know.
It wasn't excessive. I mean,
It
was excessive. It wasn't malicious in intent, right?
It's like, finish, concentrate. Well, I am actually, and he's concentrating less by my saying this. So, and if I remember right, at the end of the game, Finch got in
109
from Billy Hodge, I believe, overtime.
Yep.
Tucks it in. Good guys win 1-0, correct?
Correct.
Finchy decides to take his shirt off,
Boom.
which I think caused a public chaos outcry because there was this unbelievably fit, mayonnaise white,
Oh, yeah.
94-pound guy running around celebrating.
125
125.
Don't be
excuse
rude
me.
now.
So, but right as you got in front of the bleachers on Maple Street, you decided you'd do a full dive. So picture what happened is, Finchy scores, Pirates are going crazy, Scott Blanchis is probably ready to kill you.
Now, can you hold on for 1 second? Whoa. Just pause.
See, you're always correcting me.
No,
Remember this?
no.
Remember this?
No, I'm not
Okay,
correcting.
go ahead,
I'm just
go
adding.
ahead.
The game started overcast,
That's right. But it
wet,
was sunny.
muddy,
It
and the
was brilliant.
sun came out.
That's right.
And we went into extra time.
Right.
So it had a lot of time to do what?
Dry up.
Now you were here.
Right. Okay.
There
so
we go.
Finchy's here, and if you watch the Premier League games, guys score goals. They do this slide, and they go like maybe 15 yards.
Oh, so good.
So here's Finch. Picture this. Wah! Goes in front of the crowd. He's gonna dive. So here's his body. Right. Here's his chest. Here's his torso. Here's his legs, and he goes, kunk.
Complete friction. Total friction.
It was at least an eighth of an inch slide.
Oh.
And he goes, wow, and stands up, and this red, and the skin is torn, and he's like, I'm celebrating. You go, what did I just
That
do?
was extremely painful.
And that thing lasted what, like
It was 2
4
for
weeks?
2 because I hit and my legs went up, and so I thought there was I thought they were about a
Broken
cervical. Yeah, I thought I had like a C5 issue. It was bad.
But I think every day at practice, if I remember right, after that, Peter was like, come on, Finch. So
Yeah.
Finch had to pull his shirt up. Oh my God.
It was like the opposite of the Scarlet A.
It is.
It was just like the goal scoring.
It was. And I guess we could say they might not remember the goal, but they remembered the slide. Or
I
lack
don't think I
thereof.
remember the goal.
Oh, it was outside of the foot.
I remember the slide.
I remember Billy Hodge slotting you in, and you went, I'm in
Actually-
the back, and nobody's marking me right now.
I do remember the goal because
You came in? Yeah.
it was from the left side, boom,
Outside
to
the
the right.
foot.
And when I scored, behind the goal,
Yeah,
through the
make-
net,
yeah.
was Jimmy Smith. Dr. Smith was in a
Wow.
golf cart,
Very cool.
and I heard him go, "Yeah, Finch." He was sitting
In the
behind-
slide.
Yeah, he was sitting in a golf cart.
I wonder if Jimmy remembers that.
I don't know.
Well, that
Probably didn't
matters.
care.
Yeah. Well, at any rate. Okay, so Finchy, I'm reading Megan Harden's eyes over there. Any questions of me before we shut off the camera?
Man, any questions for you? I didn't know.
And you do have to do one Jim Allen, in all due respects to the legendary Jim
Oh,
Allen.
man.
So ask me a question, and we'll shut it off with a Jim Allen impersonation.
Okay, perfect. So I do have a question. I was just up in your office waiting for you.
Yeah.
Do you? How do you? How do you do? How do you do in that office? Like, what do you? How do you? Why do you do in there?
It's a great question, Finchy.
I mean, that thing is really
It's-
becoming something else.
Yeah, I would say it's 20 years. As you well know, as the great Denise Barnes always tells me, I am the worst. And I don't remember it, Rat Pack, whatever it is. It's very difficult for me to throw things away. So like anything I have, from like pictures like this.
I know.
Here's a Nestle's Crunch from 1999, I believe. So, but Ginger, yeah, you can go ahead.
No.
I don't throw things away very well. But that being said, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's expired.
Yeah. And if I may add, Finchy did vow when it's time for me to turn the letter in and say thanks for the opportunity, Southwestern, the tuition exchange, the growth, the chance to build the program, so on and so forth. But this guy said he would come up and help me move out. So is that offer still on
Either
there?
Dolly.
Yeah,
Friend like-
Dolly
Dolly
Madison. So at any rate, does that answer your question? I don't throw things away very well, but I know where everything is. Like if you asked me today to get the travel thing, I could go up, bam, it's right here.
It just-
Underneath the shorts that are still up there from 1998.
Yeah. I'm just concerned for you.
Okay, well, that's okay. I appreciate the concern.
Okay.
Because I know it's out of love and compassion.
Absolutely.
And pity, maybe.
It's like a time capsule. It's like a time capsule had a head-on collision with those, what's it called? Storage Wars.
Could be.
They cut the
Yeah,
lock
yeah,
off
they cut
and
the lock
open
and
up.
you go, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And it
it's
might
like-
be that,
Storage Wars and time.
yeah, people have to hazmat that office when I leave, and Jimmy Hoffa might be up there for all I know, but Bigfoot, I mean, who knows? But wouldn't that be awesome?
If they found Jimmy Hoffa's body in your office, that would be amazing.
As long as I get, part percentage of that.
Well,
whatever
you'd
that would
probably
be
go to
worth.
prison.
Yeah, I'd probably go to prison. So, would you visit me though?
Sure.
Okay, cool. All right, so Jim Allen, legendary baseball coach here at Southwestern. There were any number of students that respectfully would copy his voice and so on and so forth. And one of the best guys on the planet is Allendale Fincher. So give him Allen's story and sign off with a Jim Allen impersonation.
This is bar none. So one of my favorite people my freshman year was a baseball player named Wayne Weigel.
Wayne Weigel, third
Wayne
baseman.
Weigel was third baseman, and he was 6'15" and strong as an ox.
And
Man, he was ripped. He was
oh my gosh,
like big dude.
like a pro. You would look at
Yeah.
Wayne Weigel and go, that dude's a pro.
That guy's going to go play pro baseball. So one day they were playing, and Jim Shelton was the assistant at the time, and Jim Mallon and Jim Shelton would sit on opposite ends of the dugout.
From the plate. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they and Mallon had this very, very, very
Distinct.
recognizable,
Very distinct.
voice. And so there's Wayne Weigel he's standing on third base, waiting for the pitch, and all of a sudden you hear Jim Mallon go, "Huh! Hey Jimbo! I don't know if that kid Weigel can play, but he sure looks good in that uniform." Huh!
True story.
Unbelievable.
And great impersonation.
I miss that man.
I think we all do.
He's
but-
fantastic.
And he probably looked down and said, guess what did he call you one time?
Huh! Adam Fisher.
Adam Fisher. Huh, how's that soccer team? Huh. And you're like,
Adam Fisher? Who's Adam Fisher? You're talking to me? My name's Alan Fincher. Not only am I an alum of the university, I've been working here for 3 years.
Adam
I was like,
Fisher.
"Huh, all right, Adam."
but at any rate, I don't know how we can do any better than that, but thanks for watching. Send in your sponsorship, please, and go Pirates.
Go Pirates.